Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day.
Today we're talking about an article we read, I think a few months ago actually.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've read it before and then now just sent it to me. I said, oh, I read it before. It's actually a good topic. So it's about a couple in Australia, in Adelaide. They trying to achieve FIRE before their 40s.
Yep.
We're still 40s, not 40 yet. Not us. And then FIRE is quite popular in America, and I think is slowly coming to Australia now.
I totally forgot what the acronym stand for. Financial Independent Retire Early. So
Yes.
I'm like, what is FIRE? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so
I
if you
forgot
don't know
that
what it is, it's pretty much trying to retire early.
Yeah,
at a young
before
age.
your retirement age or
Yeah.
even younger. I think this really popular guy, Mr. Mustache,
Yeah.
was it? He retired very early and
Yeah, in his late 30s, I think it is. But the concept is pretty much simple.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, concept is very simple. You try to save up as much as you can, live in a frugal life,
Yep.
put money in investment in your super fund,
yeah.
and live well below your mean. But it doesn't mean you just eat beans and rice every day. You still go out here and there, but just
Yeah.
not
lavish.
yeah, no.
So, and from then on, it got us thinking actually from there. Like, okay, then here I am trying to achieve FIRE to becoming wealthy. And I thought to myself, you don't really need a lot.
You don't. No, I never heard about FIRE, but I didn't know that we were trying to achieve it. I did not know about
we
this.
were already doing the journey. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is this what it's called?
You know, we just
Oh.
want to retire early. We don't want to work for someone. I'm okay to work, but I want work as optional. I don't want to tie up in a job and tied up with people I don't like to work with.
Yeah, it's a must. Like I must do this job because I have to pay the bill, or
Yeah.
I have a lot of payments, or I have, other commitment to make X amount of dollars. In fact, finally, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and like, you guys, you've been doing your business for, I think it's like nearly 18 years.
Cool.
'Cause,
Yeah.
nearly 20 years, let's say. And goes, so you should be like in a stable condition right now. You should already achieving, financial freedom, let's say. But based on the conversation that I have, I know. Yes, and in fact, it sounded like still struggling. Like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Well, a lot of the concept is the more you make, the wealthier you are. But no, it's the more you keep.
It's more the reality is the more you make. Let's say on your first job, you're earning $50,000 a year. Your expenditure is based on maybe $30,000 a year.
Yep.
But as soon as you go up in pay grade, which is like 75,000 or 100,000, let's say double it, your expenses sometimes goes to 110,000.
Yeah, trying to catch up with Joneses. Well,
Keeping
some people maybe they're making $50,000, but their living expenses is only $30,000.
Yeah.
So they're living $20,000.
Yeah.
But another scenario, some people may be making $100,000, but then their expenses may be $110,000, which means they're in a negative scenario, which
And
is
that's the
not
one-
bring to wealth.
That's the I must work scenario of lifestyle. I must work to keep up this appearance or
The
this
life
lifestyle.
standard,
In
yes.
fact, I must work plus some in order to survive. We're in the which one? The scenario 1 or scenario 2?
Scenario 1.
We're-
So you have to have some surplus money, put it in investment in order for you to achieve FIRE.
Yeah.
Like
So,
a lot in investment.
yeah, for us is that way. Like, you know what? If we earn, say, $50,000 a year, we spend 30,000. We've still got an extra 20,000. In that 20,000, we invested somewhere that can generate more income.
Yes.
That's the lifestyle that we're in.
Yes.
And when we go up in a pay grade, we're still living on that $40,000 a year.
We're still very frugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything above that, it goes straight to whatever investment that we're looking at. So that's how we sort of structured our life now. In the beginning was the other way around. In the beginning was actually earning,
less than
50,
yeah.
spending 55.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, it was like that. It was hard, and that was the day where I actually have sort of a breakdown in the middle of the night, trying to figure out where our finances is. But as soon as you can get grasp of that and change it somehow, it is much more easier.
Yeah, it's just your habit, your mentality now. Like earlier, came home, taking out the kids. I took the kids out for activity, came home.
Yeah.
I don't want to cook. I've been cooking 5 days in a row.
It's like, yeah, which is
and
like,
I'm tired.
like, I get that, and then I'm like, oh, you start thinking of going out all the time. If it sounded like it.
Do I?
Yeah, every weekend.
We did not eat our whole weekend. Well, no, not at all.
It could be
week.
because I went out
You
for
were
a couple
out.
of days
I didn't
during
go
the week.
out.
Yeah.
Didn't take kids out. Anyway, but eventually, we got food at home. Just finish it. Just finish it. Save at least $50.
Yeah, tonight we're actually buying a takeaway. We actually got the takeaway.
Oh yeah. We went out shopping for grocery and I just want to buy more stuff.
So, like, I think that was it. I think we'd be out of track.
What do you mean out of track?
In the sense of how do we get there, or about this article? Shall we go back?
Oh yeah. yes. So about this couple, so in Adelaide, they're under 40. Apparently in the journey, when they were around 30 years old, they spent like very little amount of money, $30,000, travel 35 countries. So with that $30,000 in an entire year, that's very frugal. Well, when you retire early, it doesn't mean that you need a lot of money. You don't have to. You just have to change your lifestyle, become frugal. You live well below your means.
Yeah.
You still go out. You don't have to go for a fancy restaurant. You can just go to.
Which is what we're doing.
Yeah, what we
it's
do.
similar what we
Yeah.
do. Yeah? We don't need to go to your 5-star restaurant. We go to your
Market.
maybe
Food court.
$50 for the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Or like $40 or $30. We always figure out how much is it per head is costing me. Averaging is about $15, $20 per head if there's 4 of us or so. And that is good enough for us.
Yeah.
We don't need to go, that dining wearing a suit type of.
I think that's the if you've been living in a quite high standard of a lifestyle, that is quite hard for you to go back down.
Yeah,
right?
that's
it's
true.
hard
That's
to
true.
people always upgrade, they don't downgrade. We're the weak people.
We're the other way around. Like,
We're like
sure,
downgrade.
no
Yes. Anyway, they only spent $30,000 visiting 35 countries, and then now they have a passive income. Not really passive. They still work on it, but they don't have to tie up with someone else. They have their own business. They're making $150,000 in a year. But the only downside I see them, they don't put much in the super. That's the only.
Yeah.
So they put $375 in a month only in the super.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'll complain.
Yeah, for us, like we're
You
putting
should put more.
I think we're putting a lot.
We put at least 200
A
a
month?
week.
Yeah,
200 a week
I think so.
at least.
So at the very minimum is that amount because
Per
you
person.
need to grow. Yeah,
Yeah.
to grow that as much as possible in
Because
case.
you want the compound effect to kick in.
Not
earlier.
just that. That's like plan Z. If everything else.
But we were like them
failed.
before. We were because we didn't put any money in SIPA.
Correct. Yeah.
And then we tried to pump up in our investment, ETF, or business.
Property, or
Yes,
other
yes,
things, other
anything,
avenues.
because we were thinking, retirement is really far away if we can't touch my super. And I'm not going to rely on super. Why do I have to put money in? That was our mentality. But then now we're 40 soon. And then it's not long to be retirement age and get our pension.
Yep.
Not that we want to rely on it, but if anything,
If
like,
everything goes
falls apart.
down, fall apart.
Yes.
This is like our plan Z.
Yes, but of course we'll heavily rely on our additional investment in property and ETFs.
Yeah.
And for the couple, they very similar like our strategy, and then they try to live on with the investment. I don't know what investment they have, or maybe ETF or shares. They try to live it on $22,000 per year for 2 of them.
It's doable if you don't have any kids and you don't have any expenditure, and you don't go out. You don't need to upgrade cars. Not like like a basic lifestyle.
I think we can do that if only two of us.
I could see that. I could see like that's doable.
Yeah, like 22,000 is around $400 per week.
Yeah. I can see
Yeah,
that.
so you can spend 50 and I can spend 350. I can see that too.
Yeah, like maybe even just have like a studio, 1-bedroom apartment or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they bought the house. No.
Well.
They bought the house and they paid it off.
Yeah.
So the house is the main burden, though, I would say. If you have to pay off your house, then you can achieve FIRE.
Yeah.
If you haven't paid off your house, then you're not there yet. Sorry.
So for like, it is the biggest obstacle is actually paying off the mortgage, but because it's a big lump sum, even for us as well. But as soon as it's that paid off, it's like okay, whatever.
You can taste the freedom.
Yeah. In fact, funnily enough, like a couple of days ago, I was speaking with somebody, and asked them how many loans have they got, or you know, whatever debt that they've got. Oh, we have like I have 4. They're doing the debt snowball. Based on those 4. They just paid off the first one that night. And I was speaking to them, right? Like, so how does that feel when now that every week or every fortnight that you used to pay for that
amount,
now it's free up to do other things.
To pay the other loan.
Exactly. So they're doing this debt snowball where it's the smallest to the biggest. So at that particular time, it was like $700 per week.
Yep.
Or a fortnight. Yeah. And then after that, now I've got that $700 a fortnight that I can put it on the next loan. This is the next second biggest or second smallest, and then third smallest, and then the biggest one. So once you pay off all of that, the feeling of that is like, oh,
life is good.
Yeah. So a mortgage is the same thing. It's a long slog.
Yeah.
But
at least the mortgage or the house, it'll appreciate in value, not like debt, like personal debt or credit card debt or car loan.
Yeah.
No. If you're interested about FIRE, please Google it or watch our channel.
Watch our channel as we go along towards our journey
to achieve FIRE.
So that's where we are at the moment. You know, and some of the example that they put down in here, for example, going to a restaurant at $45. Well, like you can just go to the grocery store and grab all the raw ingredients. Maybe cost you about $10, $15.
And it actually is healthier. Like the lunch, I put so much veggie in there.
Exactly. And then on top of that, you can maybe have extra for the next day or for the next meal, let's say, because that's what we did.
Yep.
So, like all of those little things, it all adds up.
Same. Yeah.
It all adds up. So that's just our 2 cents, guys. Based on what do we say about this?
Like a young couple trying to achieve FIRE in Australia.
There's lots and lots of steps.
Yes.
I was wondering actually, write down in a comment if you guys are there to figure out like where you are at the moment in your journey. You know, we're documenting them as we go along, until we achieve them actually, or what would happen afterwards. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.